Salutations, friends. I just wanted to hop on for a minute and tell you guys about Destiny the Taken King, the new expansion, and really just the game in its updated version after the 2.0 patch. I recently picked up the game. I've had Destiny, the base game. Had it for a couple months before Taken King came out, and I hit the level cap of 20 pretty quickly, and it was just, the complaint that everyone has had with the original game is just once you hit that 20 level cap, you're really just, there are hours where you feel like you aren't progressing at all, and you're just not getting any type of weaponry that you're interested in, and none of the loot drops are interesting. It's just a lot of downtime, and during that downtime you're just trying to kill as many enemies, hoping that they'll drop whatever new weapon you need in order to get to the next light level. And it was like that for the whole first year of Destiny, and I joined in on the tail end of that first year, but boy howdy, it was kind of dead once I got to that level cap. But they totally fixed that with the Taken King. Now instead, well, first off, they changed it to where the light level is not your primary means of identification anymore, and they raised the actual earning XP level cap to 40, and that is now the main thing people have on their badges and whatnot. So I hit that level cap, not as quick as I hit 20, but I still hit that after a few hours. And I still felt compelled to play. Like, it wasn't just a dead end and then I felt, oh man, now I gotta equip gear in order to level up. There still is that. I mean, the light level only advances when you get better gear onto your character, so that's understandable, but it's not as spaced out. You're feeling like you're ranking up with that light level more consistently than you did in year one. Because year one, the light level cap was 3. Yeah, it was 30. But now it's like, I want to say it's 280 for your light level, which is, much higher. And instead of waiting for, one specific item to drop to make you advance in light level, now you can get these incremental advances. So like if you get a weapon that has a slightly higher damage percentage than the one you're currently using, you can equip that and you'll raise one point in your light level, and you can just keep doing that throughout a longer period of time rather than sitting there for 2 hours just trying to wait for one weapon to drop to advance your light level. That is a godsend, and that's really my favorite thing about it. I've been switching out my favorite thing about Taken King. I've been switching out a lot of my weapons more often than I did in year one because, well, I'm just getting more drops in general because they're being a little bit more generous with that, and B, I keep finding weapons that are more useful to me. Like, the damage keeps going up, and sometimes damage is irrelevant. If a gun is like, I tend to prefer the auto rifles myself. So if I get an auto rifle, I'm definitely going to be using that instead of, a pulse or a scout rifle. But I do mess with the pulse rifles some, so I can't even hate on those. But yeah, that is my favorite part of the game, and the quest structure that they've added with the Destiny 2.0 patch, that is also amazing, because I totally did not know. To be honest, I don't know if I finished the original Destiny game. I don't know if I played the last mission or whatnot, because they had no way of telling you like what order those missions went in or what even you were supposed to do next. It was kind of just all over the place in that, right? But now with this quest structure, I know exactly, I can actually follow the story of a quest line, and I beat the first 2 expansions, the Dark Below and the House of Wolves. I've actually beaten those, and I was able to follow the quest line a little bit and know what was going on because I was actually playing them in order, and I'd have to report back, what I did for each mission every time, and so it actually kept me caught up. It kept me a little bit more engaged with the game, which is very, very good. And Destiny, here's the thing, Destiny, even in year one, it was always fun. Like, just shooting things was fun. I played the Crucible a whole lot, and even though I only had one gun that was, high enough level to even do any damage, I still had fun using that one gun all the time. But yeah, now with all these other changes, like, that same fun Destiny gameplay is good throughout, and you feel like you are getting rewarded throughout the entire game. and I'm really loving it, man. I've been hopping back in ever since I got Taken King this past Thursday, 2 days after release. It's been really good to me, and I'm actually thinking about trying to get some people together, because really I just play Destiny as a solo experience, even though it is about getting together with other Guardians and playing with your friends and such. But I've really just been playing solo, and I've been getting a lot out of it. And I've never touched any of the raids in the game, so I need to get on that. And I actually just bought my first piece of exotic gear from Zur, so I'm starting to get a little bit deeper into this game, because I feel like it's finally allowing me to. And yeah, man, the game is awesome. I definitely recommend it. If you're into shooters, I definitely recommend this one. I wasn't a big Halo fan, because a lot of people know I'm pretty much PlayStation my entire life, but I played a little bit of Halo, and the gameplay of Destiny obviously feels a little bit like Halo, but now you got each class has special abilities. I got myself a level 40 female warlock, and she can shoot lightning out of her hands once the supercharges up, and it's pretty amazing. So yeah, I definitely recommend the game. It's a blast all around, just shooting stuff up by yourself like I do, or you can get into some raids with some friends, or even run through the Crucible and just shoot some other players in multiplayer matches. Everything's great. Even the multiplayer modes that they added, they've added a couple of them, but the main one I've been on is Rift, and Rift is really fun. It tends to choke point everybody into one spot, because everyone's waiting for the spark to charge so that they can run it back to and ignite the other player's Rift. And it's kind of like capture the flag, basically. But yeah, that is a blast, and I love I love it when they get people, when all the players are getting together and they all have to fight in this one big chaotic brawl. And speaking of multiplayer, actually, I feel like the pace of multiplayer is kind of a little bit faster than it was in year one. Now, I don't know if that is because in year one, I told you guys I was stuck with one gun. Well, that one gun was a scout rifle, so I would just pop, because it was single shot all the time. So I'd stay back a lot. I don't know if it's because that's what my playstyle was in year one, and that I'm using these auto rifles or the scout rifles, or not scout, the pulse rifles. I don't know if it's because I'm using those faster rifles that I'm picking up the pace a little bit more, but I feel like it's definitely faster. I don't know if the time to kill has been lowered a little bit or what, but it definitely feels a little bit speedier. But it could just be that the game's more fun to play, so time flies, But yeah, I definitely recommend the game, and I think Bungie's done a great job on this. And I know they're planning, like, this isn't the end of Destiny. They're planning on supporting this game for 10 years as far as I know, so don't know if I'm gonna keep on to it and keep buying these expansions, because it was $40 for 2 expansions with the first season pass, and that's a pretty high price for just 2 expansions in any case. So I don't know, this game's definitely great. Maybe I'll upgrade again once year 3 comes around, but right now I'm pretty happy with the product they delivered. And I'm gonna just keep playing, and then I might talk about some more games here later on in the year, because I have Fallout 4 pre-ordered, so I'm definitely gonna do stuff with that, because oh my god, that's the game of my life. But yes, Destiny is definitely hitting the spot right now. And I will talk to you guys later. Adios, and have a nice life.